So I did a video a little while ago, about 2 hours ago, I should say. And right now it's Monday, August the 8th, 2016. I live near Tampa, Florida. I knew there was a Hillary rally in St. Pete. And I almost took a day off last week, requested it, to go to this rally because I wanted to see for myself how many people are showing up. Because I keep hearing Hillary's up at the polls. She's got double-digit leads now against Trump. And I look at this and I said, this is so incredibly strange. This man, Trump, is selling out like stadiums. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people show up. Surely there should be at least that, if not greater, since she's winning in the polls. And I keep seeing video of people inside. I'm not talking mainstream media. People with their own cameras, and they upload it to YouTube or wherever, put on the internet for you to see. Here's a panning shot. There's nobody here. Then you turn on CNN or even Fox or any of them, really. And not so much Fox, believe it or not, but any other mainstream media source. They're covering it, and all their shots are zoomed in at Hillary while she's at the podium, where you can see there's just a crowd of people around her. So it gives this, I guess you could call it an illusion, that there's a ton of people there. And then they'll take screenshots. So I did a video. It was 38 minutes long. And I started out by saying, look, I'm going to get to the polling thing. Are polls real? I'll get to that in a second. First, I want to tell people about some lies our government have been caught in, lies the media has been caught in. And I built the case basically to say, look, all of us collectively, forget your political affiliation or anything. Is it safe to say that the government lies to people? Check. Is it safe to say that the mainstream media lies to people? Check. 6 corporations own 90% of all media across pretty much the face of the earth, as far as mainstream media goes, at least westernized, Western media, which is the EU and the United States. 6 companies. In the 80s, there was around 50 companies owned 90% of the media. Now there's only 6. And if you look at all the mainstream media sources when they come out with some big news story, Associated Press, Reuters, Associated Press, Reuters. So we have 2 entities giving everybody else all the news. Sometimes they switch the wording a little bit to make the articles look different. If I go to CNBC or I go to CNN, they're not word for word the same, but they're telling the same story. And then down source AP, Associated Press, or Reuters. And I saw the other day a Reuters poll. We rechanged our polling. Clinton now has a 7-point lead over Trump. What did you change? They added 12% more Democrats to the poll. Oh, that's fair. 12% more Democrats. So I said to myself, this is really simple. It's kind of like a thermometer, right? Imagine going to a mainstream news website. Oh, it's my local city. What's the temperature today? Oh, it's 91 in Florida. You go outside and you're hit with the heat wave. You start sweating profusely. You have a thermometer on your front porch, and it says it's 99 degrees. Wow, that thing's 8 degrees off or whatever, right? Well, probably my thermometer's messed up, but damn it really does feel hot out here. I've been living here all my life. My body is telling me this is hot, not 91 hot, hotter. But that's a mainstream site telling me it's 99 or 91. Let me go get another thermometer. Come back, set it right next to that thermometer. Wow, even the old one was right on the money. These are both showing 99 degrees. Go back inside. Tampa, Florida, what's the temperature? 91. Huh. You would just write that off as a glitch. They must have had a glitch, because I've got 2 thermometers now telling me how hot it is here, and they're both spot on. One's old, one's brand new. They're identical. There's an issue here. However, you would write that off as an accident. You wouldn't say, well, what's the reason the Weather Channel would be lying to us, right? There would be no reason. You could call it a glitch. The point being is we do the same thing with mainstream media, except we say, not a glitch. What they're telling us is the truth. They're the news agencies. They're reporting the news. They don't care what the news is. They're just going to report it. Well, hold on. 6 companies own 90% of the news agencies. And 2 companies, Associated Press and Reuters, feed those 6 companies and all their news outlets the same information. So essentially, you have literally 2 sources of information that comes, and they change the words around again, rewrite it, and then say, here you go, bottom little keynote, source, Associated Press, or Reuters. The same Reuters that said we ended up grabbing 12% more Democrats, and now she got a 7-point lead on them. You just admitted rigging the poll in favor of Hillary. So about my thermometer example, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you. Stay tuned. You're going to see just how huge of a rally Clinton had in St. Pete, Florida today. Which, again, you'll see this video tomorrow, so that would be the previous day. But back to the thermometer example. We're supposed to believe Hillary Clinton over and over and over again. Very few people show up, very few people show up, very few people show up. Well, Paul, she got double-digit lead in the polls now. And you know what the news said today? The mainstream news had a picture of her in the background at her little convention today, whatever, little speech. She's up double digits now. No. Really? So I said, and this was my previous video, which I now erased because I've got better information for you that you're going to see. And I said, let me pull up the website to the Coliseum, St. Pete. What's the max capacity of this building in the first place? How many people, if they wanted to stuff this place full, what's the maximum capacity? Okay. Now I want to find how many people are actually in there. And I see this one tiny little section of like bleachers in the news video. And that's it. And then some people standing around. And again, that you will not see this in the news media. Camera. Oh, no. You get close up, all around her, that's it. Cheering noise, people standing up. I mean, it's a football game must be, the Bad News Bears just won, baseball, whatever. So the thermometer example is simple. Your real thermometer, is visually seeing with my own 2 eyes, not accepting what the mainstream media, the poll said, she's up 20 points, 10 points, to double digit points. No. You're just telling me that. What can I do to see for myself? I have to treat the mainstream media like religion. Have blind faith, trust in ours. But that's the Catholic belief. What about the Christian belief specifically? Or the Hindu belief, or the Muslim belief, or, any other numerous religious belief? They're all different. Got to have faith to believe in it. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to have faith in anything, to tell you the truth. I want proof. I want evidence. So mainstream media, I'm not going to have faith that you're telling me the truth because you've already been caught so many times lying. Just like the government. And whatever the government says, you guys toe the line. The CDC, last year, guy who works at the very top of that, whistleblower, autism is absolutely caused by the MMR vaccine. We destroyed evidence that proved that link. We destroyed it. That's why no one can win these autism lawsuits in the quote-unquote vaccine court that's taxpayer funded. They said it would cost $1 trillion if the courts sided with these autism cases, because the amount of people who have kids with autism would equate to over $1 trillion in lawsuits. We can't have the pharmaceuticals paying that, so we can never find these people guilty. CDC, do not release that paper, throw it away, burn it in the trash, get rid of it. And they did. And this guy who worked there in that group, 5 of them at the top, he was one of them, said, you can go look it up, You would have thought the mainstream media, breaking news, oh my God, there is a link to the MMR vaccine, does link to autism. The mainstream media didn't even run any stories on it whatsoever. It was like 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever, 10th page news. It was a non-issue. No one covered it. There was no major media announcement. Nothing happened. This is the same media, mind you, that's telling you what the polls that they are running and these other groups, oh, these are nonpartisan groups. They're nonpartisan. We got the data from them. So here's my example. Before I show you the really good stuff, I'll get to it, I promise. Let's say there's 500 Democrats in the entire United States. There's 350 million Republicans. You could still have those polls come out and say, you know, we polled 900 people today, and Hillary's up about 4 points on Trump. Well, that's because you polled 500 Democrats and 400 Republicans. However, considering the government knows everything about you, from your eating habits to places you go, everything about you, this is not something I know anybody watching this video would even dispute. And is it safe to say that now corporations have that same information? You know it is. Have you read your privacy statement on Facebook? The 15 millionth updated one? How about Twitter? How about anything else you've ever joined? You ever notice when you're searching for something? I was searching for this new crock pot. I need a new crock pot. I was searching on the internet. And then every damn site I went to after that kept showing me crock pot ads. Now that's not the government. That's privately owned corporations tracking the living crap out of you. They know what you're looking for. They start to compile databases on all of us, and they know week by week, oh, he hasn't been to the Chinese restaurant in 2 weeks. He normally goes at least once a week. We have a high probability that Tuesday, this guy's going to go get some Chinese. And then lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. But you, in your mind, didn't realize, well, it's been 2 weeks. I normally go once a week. It's been 2 weeks now, so I need... You're not doing that. Your mind just says, you know, I feel like I have a craving for Chinese. I'm going to go get some. But they, looking at your data, know there's a very high probability so-and-so is about to get him some Chinese food over the next day or two. They know what you're going to do before you do it. So, do you think, by chance, that they know we got some Republicans out there that are just fed up being Republicans? And we know, based off of their Twitter chat, their Facebook chat, things they've typed into Google search box, etc., emails that they've sent, we know this person is going to switch over to the Democratic side and vote for Hillary. And they're currently a Republican. They have the data, that's how. So they can now say, we were fair in the polling process. We got 500 Democrats and 500 Republicans. But they're not telling you that 100 of those Republicans, they already knew were switching to be Democrats, so it didn't matter anyways. Oh, she's got them by 60-40 now, Anderson Cooper. She's just racking them up. She was up by the single-digit leads, up to 7 points at one time. Now she's got a 12-point lead. She has a 12% lead on them now. This is incredible. But hold on, my thermometer, you know, the one I don't have to have faith in, the one I get to see and touch myself, like video evidence of someone who's there and pictures of people taking pictures who were there. The real thermometer is telling me nobody showed up for Hillary Clinton's rally. Meanwhile, thousands upon thousands show up for Trump. That alone is the truth. So when you hear, well, the poll, a new Rasmussen poll came out, shut it off. Turn off the goddamn TV. Turn that bastard off. Oh, you listen to the radio? Turn that piece of crap off too. I don't care who you want to vote for, by the way. But whoever it is, don't let this nonsense propaganda sway you. Well, they're already showing Hillary's going to win. I was going to vote for Trump, but, you know, she's got a 12-point lead on 48 to 30. Oh, man. It's a lie. And let me show you what I'm talking about. And I've already tweeted to The Hill, calling them out on their propaganda just moments ago. Let's switch scenes, shall we? The Hill, Twitter account. Watch live. Clinton holds Florida rally after major Trump speech. And you can click here. And they have this tweet. Here it is. So watch live. Clinton holds Florida rally. This is supposed to be it. So I zoomed into this thing. Actually here. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, man, this looks like a Photoshop kind of a deal. And I'm looking at the two American flags, the big H in the background. And I'm thinking, man, I saw inside the Coliseum where they held this today. This, it didn't look like that. I don't remember seeing that scene. And it looks like she's been Photoshopped like right in the center. It just looks very odd to me, But let's assume that this is real. No Photoshop, and this is the number of people that showed up. I went down this list just looking at it visually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 25, 50, 50. I count no more than 300 people on this particular scene here, this shot. So, Coliseum, stpete.org, attractions/coliseum.php. This is it. Seating capacity. If you're having a banquet with a dance floor, 600 to 800 people because they're 60-inch round tables. Banquet, no dance floor, 1,600 people, 8-foot banquet tables. Dance floor, 2,000. Concert, having a concert inside, 2,000. How about a trade show? 2,000. So, between concert and trade show, what would you call a gathering for Hillary Clinton? It's kind of a mix of something in there, right? Bottom line, the last three things, the maximum that I've seen on this page, 2,000. You can only have 2,000 people show up. Listen, if I'm running for the office of president and I'm going to a town, by God, I'm not going somewhere that small. I'm going to try to go bigger. However, if I already know hardly anyone's going to show up, then I do need to go somewhere where not a lot of people can show up. Having said that, out of 2,000 maximum capacity, should have easily been filled. For God's sakes, it's only 2,000 people. But it's not the case. Here's a picture of the inside. Now remember, let's go back here to this picture. The big H in the background, the two giant American flags. Back here. I don't see that anywhere. So let's keep scrolling down. I still don't see the big giant H. This is where everybody is. There's the seating, the row seating, bleachers or whatever. It's a very small area. And when I watched the video live, I watched it live today, by the way. She was standing over in that area. Actually, where you see this, where my mouse is, this little podium right here. She's facing this way. And in the background, you see these people. So the cameras are way back here. They've zoomed into her, which catches the bleachers behind them. So those people are behind, and it makes it look like everybody's kind of close by and everything else. And I said in my previous video, man, I can't find a single source of some citizen journalist or just some Hillary supporter themselves who said, you know what, let me go down there and take some video. And then later, I find this. Here it is. We got the video. Would you look at that? That's it. This is it. That's all you get. Does that look like 2,000 people? And secondly, where is this? This looks so Photoshopped to me. Someone even, immediately, 5 hours ago, Ozzy at the Hill. Fake photo, show the real crowd. This scene that you see right here, this guy, this is the one I saw. Now, this was Fox News, okay? This is the scene that I saw live. And he's talking and saying, in that speech, this man was saying, this reporter, She's up, she's up 12%, double digits now. She's really running away from, Trump, whatever. It was like a 2-minute clip of this guy, this news piece that I saw. And then I had the live thing of it going from another channel. But see where he's standing. We see these 3 American flags, okay? Stronger together. So let's go and see where we can see that shot. Here it is. Right here. This bottom picture. Stronger together. 1, 2, 3 American flags. We're at an angle. So this person's over here at this angle. But the video, when he pans to the right, that's where the other photo is. Right there to the right. That's where this photo is. The one above, roughly. Okay? This person is way back. And back as far as they can get. You see a few people sitting down here. And they have like this little makeshift squared off thing here. So they're showing you the bulk of the crowd is right here. This is it. That's the bulk of the crowd. A couple hundred people showed up. Door count puts the number at 171 within a St. Petersburg venue capable of holding in excess of 4,000 without seating. And he provides the link for that. Now again, that's the same one. This is the same site that I went to. And I've got this dance floor 2000, concert 2000. I never saw anything about 4,000 total capacity, unless I just missed it. But again, in any case, whether it's 4,000 or 2,000 makes no difference. There's not that many people here at all. But the media, well, in the land of make-believe, they just can't help but manufacture the optics because the same media are selling an entirely different story with their polling. Let's click on that. Clinton opens post-convention lead August 8th today. According to the latest Monmouth University poll. Double-digit lead. Oh, man. Yeah. She's got him. You know why? I'm going to tell you something. Do you know why you have these incredible scenes of Hillary like freaking out, like zombie mode? Kind of gets frozen her speech. What I just showed you is why. In her mind, she's there, right? She gets to see it live. So while we get to see the mainstream media zooming in and this big crowd in the background looks huge, which gives the perception that this extends all the way around. There's just a huge showing, and it's not, really. But again, it's perception that it is. Let me close this. She is seeing how many people really care for her. How many people are really showing up to see me today? So imagine being on live TV, live stream, giving your speech, read your little cards, read your teleprompter, whatever it is, read it. And as you're reading this, and we're going to bring jobs back, and we're going to put everybody to work, we're going to fix these roads and bridges, and she starts to raise the voice, and the crowd, I'm sure the applause signs, everybody applaud, everybody applaud. Everybody starts screaming, yeah, the little Hillary signs. And then you zoom out, like this camera shows you. Oh my God, there's nobody here. So imagine if you're on a live stream and you know your enemy, Mr. Trump and his supporters, are watching this potentially, definitely, at least some of them for sure, as well as some of your other supporters. In your mind, okay, the media, my mainstream media is here, so they got me bailed out. They're not going to show that there's hardly anybody here. But I still have to talk, and I still have to pretend to be sincere, and I still have to pretend to really want this thing and psych everybody up. There's nobody here. It'd be the equivalent of a major superstar. Beyonce, for example. I'm going to Tampa, going to do my concert. She shows up. Get the concert started. Oh my God, this place holds, 15,000 people. And there's maybe 300. The show must go on. But mentally, it's messing with you. oh my God, I can't even pay for this. 300 people buying tickets for my concert. I cannot pay even kind of what I owe for this little venue. Guys, it's time to stop the Beyonce movement. We're done packing it up before I go bankrupt. However, we're talking politics. It ain't my money. I got donations from the biggest financial institutions on the face of the earth. She has millions and millions and millions of dollars of fat cat money. So it doesn't matter if 300 people come and it's a complete waste. She gives a speech as if there's, a million people there. However, again, she's there. And she's live. So I think when she looks around at, and you can see it in her face, and you can see it when she kind of messes up on something, and she has the look of disgust and the look of defeat. Again, they've paid. They were paying $50 a person. Please come in. Here's some signs. When everybody starts cheering, you stand up and cheer, wave your sign. We'll pay you $50 a seat, every seat in here, please. They had the one, 3 weeks ago. Remember the Bernie supporters were there. They wanted to go to this little gathering. And they said we were forced to stay outside. All the Hillary supporters went in first. They kept us out here for 2 hours. She says, I'm finally here. She had a camera, videotaping it. It was going right to YouTube. I was watching it. They just uploaded it, and then they uploaded one later, another video. But I watched it. A huge area. This place could hold thousands. And there was just empty seats everywhere. I mean, empty seats everywhere. Except little white pieces of paper that said, reserved. And she's there right next to a bunch of them. Yeah, they're telling us we can't sit there. And we can't sit here. We were finally let in. We had to wait out there for 2 hours. Now that we're here, they're telling us we can't sit anywhere. Well, guess what? Screw that. I'm going to sit here, and they're not going to stop me. So she's, told, but pretty much said, that's where I'm sitting. Some other guy walks up. Yeah, this is strange. They told me the same thing. are you a Bernie supporter? Yes, I am. And then she looks up, and there's this big white square above her head. She's way in the nosebleed seat. Bernie supporters way in the nosebleed seats. It's a white noise machine. The fake sound of crowds cheering. It's a white noise machine. So that if they boo, the white noise machine will outdo them with its loudness of cheers. It's staged, it's fake. And now they put this, watch live, Clinton holds Florida rally after major Trump speech. And it looks completely photoshopped. Even if it's not, this isn't even the same place. So what they're doing, at best, is they've got a scene from another place where they had just a few more people show up, crammed into that spot, take a picture. At worst, it's a fraud and it's Photoshop. In either case, it doesn't matter. Because I just showed you what it was really looking like at the Hillary Clinton rally in St. Petersburg, Florida. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be one for Kissimmee, because that's where she went next. And then she's going, I think, Miami after that. And I'm sure someone will post something there at both of those places, and we'll get to see the same thing. Nobody is showing up. So how can you tell me that you have a candidate with nobody showing up practically, and another candidate that's freaking selling out? People are waiting outside. The fire marshals are closing it down. You got no more people inside. But he's down big in the polls, man. Ah, man. So the moral of this story, don't you dare pay attention to the mainstream media ever again. It's the same 6 companies that own them all. And who owns the polling companies? And again, whoever owns, but they're bipartisan. Right. Sure. I bet they have a website that's called bipartisanpolls.com. Kind of like the Patriot Act. Let's give it a patriotic name. It's the most draconian piece of legislation ever. The Patriot Act. The St. Germain Act of the Savings and Loan Crisis. Another bailout for the banks in the 80s. They give it these beautiful names. Oh, we're a bipartisan group. We don't do that. Oh, wait, you're tied to this Democratic person. The DNC's tied there. Your husband works for that one? Oh, bipartisan, huh? Really? They know who they're calling before they call. Again, if there was 500 Democrats on the face of the freaking earth and 7 billion Republicans, they could still tell you, we polled 900 people, and the Democrat candidate, they're ahead by at least several points at this point in the game. That's because you still have 500 Democrats versus 400 Republicans. Well, no. We have 500 versus 500. Okay? You have 500 versus 400 plus 100 Republicans that you already know were switching to be a Democrat anyways. They were switching to that vote. So what does that mean? It's meaningless. It's absolutely meaningless. And the sad part about this is that the mainstream media has been doing this for years and years and years. And only now are people starting to wake up a little bit about this. You have factual evidence that I just showed you. Again, this isn't the only video of a rally of Hillary Clinton where nobody practically showed up. This is one of many. First time, maybe it was a bad shot or they already left and the person filmed after they left. Okay. How about the second time? Coincidence? Maybe. How about the third time? How about the fourth time? How about the fifth time? How many times in a row does it take? Another example. We have 5 people dead. That was very damaging. They had stuff that was very damaging to the Clinton family, the Clinton Foundation, and the DNC. 5 people dead in a matter of 6 weeks. Is that a coincidence? Like the coincidental non-showing of people for her rallies? Pure coincidence, I'm sure. Or the 40 plus if you go back 2 or 3 decades. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, they're trying to steal the election because they know they're going to rig the votes. But as long as you've had the perception the whole time that she's been winning, you may not complain too much about vote rigging or anything else because you're going to say, well, the polls showed it. Yeah. But hold on. The polls are lying to you, and we have great evidence via the amount of people that are showing up. One candidate gets nobody. The other candidate gets blowouts of people. And that candidate, we're told, is trailing pretty badly now in the polls. Go to 538. 538, that guy, he's fair. Right. Another closet liberal. Anyways, take care. And so the answer to this question, are the polls rigged? Absolutely, positively, yes. Take care.